Joining us, Congressman Jim Jordan, ranking member of the House Judiciary Committee. Good evening, sir. And it seems that this is not, this question about disinformation is not about the question about climate control, but the question about whether or not it's the president's agenda is being misstated. And it's also, it seems to be something that's supposed to be intentional, not accidental. Nonetheless, I assume you have some strong thoughts about this.
Well, this is just one more effort to control the opposition speech, to chill free speech, our First Amendment liberties. I mean, first of all, you know, if you said the Hunter Biden story was real, which it turned out to absolutely be real, you were called a conspiracy theorist and you weren't. Big tech went after you. And then, of course, it was if you disputed anything Dr. Fauci said about COVID, oh, you were crazy then, too. And then they went so far as to create the Disinformation Governance Board, only to have to back away from that. So I guess now this is their latest effort. And there's a formula, Greta. The left will create something, create some lie, some narrative. The media will report it. Big tech will amplify it. And then if you try to question it, you get called, you know, some conspiracy theorist, you get called racist, you get called names, or they'll censor you, which is what Gina McCarthy is asking big tech to do. That is scary stuff. And it's why the American people are so frustrated by it.
Do you think it was sort of a slip, though? Because, I mean, just recently the DHS had to put on pause. They didn't completely eliminate, but they put on pause. I assumed it was to save face because they thought that, you know, trying to control speech that way would not even get their party behind them 100%. But do you think it was just a slip and an idea that she had? Or do you think this was actually attempted to be the Biden White House policy?
No, I don't think it's a slip. I think this is where the left is today. The left doesn't value the First Amendment the way they used to. Today, if you don't agree with the left, you're not allowed to talk. And if you try, they're going to call you a racist and they're going to try to cancel you. So I don't think it's a slip at all. This is where the left is, and they have full control now of the Democrat Party. And frankly, even if Joe Biden wanted to do good things and change policies to help change some of the crazy things they've done, I don't think the left would let him. They're in complete control of the party, and part of their objective is to stifle the speech and use government to go after their political enemies. And we've seen it time and time again.
What do you think the response of big tech would be? And I should add that the First Amendment I've defended in court, it's not absolute. You can't yell falsely fire in a crowded theater. If there is a fire, I hope you do yell it. But what do you think the big tech companies think about this?
Well, there was some change, I think, it's beginning to happen when Elon Musk said he was getting, you know, this, and I don't know what the status of that's going to ultimately end up, but I think they actually support the left's call. I mean, we saw it with the Hunter Biden story. I mean, the laptop was real. The eyewitness, Tony Bobolinsky, was real. Everything was real. The emails we had talking about the big guy, they were all real. And yet the Democrats said, oh, no, 51 former intel people said, no, this is Russian misinformation. And, of course, the press and big tech censored anyone who disagreed with that. But it turned out to all be true. So I think in most ways, they just go along with the Democrat Party to stifle the opposition, to chill the speech of conservatives or anyone who disagrees with the left and the Democrats.
Congressman Jim Jordan, thank you very much for joining us, sir.
You bet. Congratulations on the new show, too, Greta.
Thank you, sir.